Well, are you thinking about remodeling or perhaps using a home as an investment to flip it? Well, you know, it takes a team. Stephen Dubell, he is the owner of Image Home Improvement, and with him is interior designer. I want you to meet Rainbow Wheeland. She's owner of Wheeland Interior Design. Welcome to the both of you.
Great to have you here.
Good morning. All right, Steve, I want to talk about, when I say it takes a team, you know, it does actually take much more than a team. It takes an entire community.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it is a lot of work to flip. What are some of the things that you recommend before you take on a project, or we take on a project, that we look for in a home?
Well, like one of the things that Rainbow and I do is that we have to first assess the house, okay, to make sure, you know, what are we dealing with? To be able to turn around to see if it's viable to flip. Because a lot of homes, sometimes they're just, you know, they're off the chart. It's not financially feasible to do that.
Yeah, it just costs way too much.
It costs way too much.
And we've talked before about even older homes. You know, you got to be careful because you don't really know what's behind the walls in an older home.
Exactly. That's why we like to do demolition and discovery.
I like those the double D's, demolition and discovery.
You know,
what about Rainbow? When you go into a home, how do you determine? You know, can we really make it? Can we update it?
So it's price per square foot. So when you're looking at a house, that's why you find, you know, the historic district, university areas, they're priced higher per square foot. So I'm a realtor too for 19 years. So I kind of throw that into the trade. It helps a little bit.
Yes, it
does. When you're looking at that price per square foot, you want to be buying under what everybody else is buying. So if you've already got that spread, or you're going to add on, you know that you're going to have room to put money into it. It's that balance that allows you to figure out how much money you can put into it and whether or not it's really a good investment. So that's why if you're able to add on, or you've got the right crew, like Stephen here, he's a great contractor, and I love working with him. If he can do an add-on at an affordable price, you know that you're going to make money, and it's a good fix because you're already increasing that value there. But if you can't afford to do that, or it's just not feasible, then obviously you want to be buying the cheapest house in the neighborhood, but in that expensive neighborhood.
Well, how much time should we give a flip? What's a good time frame in order to know that we're really going to make some money off of it?
So it's 12 weeks. So it's 8 to 12 weeks is what you want to do. You want to get it done in if you're doing it professionally and you want to be efficient. But all of that is the work you put into it. So like when Stephen shows up on the job, we're very efficient at this point. There's already a pod at the house filled with every single thing every sub's going to need, every contractor's going to need that comes in there. And they get a book from me with all the specs and all the details, so they don't have to call me or get frustrated. They don't need the instructions.
And you always have a reference.
She makes your life a lot easier.
Well, that's with the skills
I set them up for success, so I'm not always screaming at them.
The skills that I have from a contractor and the skills that Rainbow has as a designer, you know, we kind of like feed off each other. And she's taught me a lot of things in the way of design, as well as thinking about flipping a home is different than just going in and doing a remodeling home. So when we estimate, they're extremely different, because as a flipper, you have to look at the monetary value to make sure it's profitable, but at the same time, you have to look like it's something that is really going to be like, not the showcase of the neighborhood, but fit the neighborhood in an upgraded way, because you don't want to overbuild.
That's another good point, right? Because then you're just overpriced yourself out, and then there's really
it depends on the neighborhood. Sometimes you want to be, you know, I go into a neighborhood, I stay in that neighborhood.
So you have to look at the big picture.
You got to look at the big picture.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's also, you know, your crew and your team and how efficient you can be. When I give them a book, it's not so, I mean, of course I want them to be organized and have the information, but it's so I'm setting them up for success. I'm not coming in there and constantly criticizing them or asking them what's, you know, wrong. They're actually, when, you know, designers are known for, give me the looky-loo. Hey, can you show me what this looks like? You know, stop what you're doing right now and show me. You know, well, they're willing to do that if I've actually helped them along the way, and I'm not, you know, putting them back or putting them out. And I'm a contractor too. I'm actually his project manager. And so he's taught me a lot. I wouldn't be a contractor today if it wasn't for him. I'm really, really grateful.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it really gives that balance.
I appreciate you guys. Those are some really helpful tips. You might want to go and invest yourself. But guess what? If you mention Sonoran Living when you book your design or your remodel with either one of them, you're going to receive 10% off. Image Home Improvement, 623-580-0901. Look them up at imagehomeimprovement.com. And Rainbow Wheeland can be reached at 520-330-4066. Learn more at wheelandinteriordesign.com.